Begging is the worst act anyone can commit or suffer, especially if there are children. It is true when you don't have a way to earn, begging might look like only answer. A 2011 report by the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime estimated that there are between 27 and 40 million beggars worldwide. A 2016 study by the World Bank estimated that there are over 100 million beggars worldwide. A 2023 study by the Brookings Institution estimated that there are over 200 million beggars worldwide. So we will ask that why begging is considered an option, why governments are failing to stop it, what is the future of begging? To start off, let's clarify what we mean by begging. Begging refers to the act of asking others for money, food, or other forms of assistance, often in a public space. One of the primary reasons people choose to beg is economic necessity. Poverty and unemployment can force individuals into begging as they struggle to meet their basic needs. Some may resort to begging because they lack access to social safety nets or adequate support systems. Homelessness often goes hand in hand with begging. Individuals without stable housing may turn to begging as a way to survive. The challenges of life on the streets can lead people to ask for help from strangers. Addiction and mental health issues are another significant factor. Some individuals facing addiction may resort to begging to support their habits, while others with untreated mental health conditions may find it challenging to maintain employment and housing. In some cases, people choose to beg because they perceive it as their only option due to a lack of education, skills, or employment opportunities. This can lead to a cycle of poverty that's difficult to break. Family and community support networks play a crucial role. Some individuals may beg because they have no one to rely on, and begging becomes their way of seeking assistance from strangers. The moral and ethical dimensions of begging are complex. Some people may beg out of desperation, while others may do so due to personal beliefs or values. This raises important questions about how society should respond to those in need. There are laws which clearly criminalizes begging and also has punishment for those who forces others to beg. But the main problem is not the lack of laws, it is their implementation and other options presented to beggars. For example, in Finland, if you don't have work, then their government will pay you an allowance for a certain amount of time, allowing you to learn some skills or find other ways to earn. In Pakistan, begging is banned, but problem is people don't have such options. There might be some schemes like Benazir income support program or so on, but the amount they give is very limited. Even the one who deserve it won't get it due to corruption. That is why, despite the ban, people will still beg because they don't have any other way to earn enough money or to learn some new skills. Mostly European countries like Finland can introduce allowances, but most countries from Africa, South America, and Asia, mostly southern, don't have enough resources to give such options to them. That is why begging still exists despite of the laws in the world. So now if we move on to solutions. Remember, solution depend on which type of country we are talking about. If we talk about rich countries like European countries, for them solution is to provide allowances to the people who are homeless and jobless, allowing them to learn new skills and earn. Banning begging in poor countries, particularly in Asian and African countries, is a complex issue that requires a very different approach. First of all, countries who are already dependent on debt, giving allowances is out of the question. But wait, remember, these countries may be poor, but skills like working in a farm, making shoes, sewing clothes can become source of income. Teaching these skills are also inexpensive. If compared to teaching someone coding, we can debate later on this. The reason is African and Asian countries are known for their produce, whether in form of agriculture, or textile, metal. Point is, these skills mostly require use of hands, allowing anyone to learn and earn. Government like India, Pakistan, and so many have offered programs to teach the unemployed people these skills. Even some charities also does it. And no doubt it can play a very impactful role if allowed to implement at a major level. Then the next problem is actually that being forced to beg. In South Asian countries and African countries, it is common to force others to beg. These people mostly include women, runaway children, illegal migrants, because they don't have much paperwork, or have someone to look for them. These gangs provide them shelter and food in exchange of forcing them to beg. Even in some cases, police is also involved with them. So answer is not only teach them skills but also protect them from those gangs who forces them to beg by not only punishing the beggars, but severely punishing those who force others to beg. So in conclusion, begging is a problem that not only requires financial support for beggars to stop them begging but also to teach them skills and stop those who forces others to beg.